we're going to start our intro to the horses videos. And we're going to start with Izzy. Today is her gotcha day. So 6 years ago today is when we officially bought her. So that's why I thought we'd start with Izzy today. And I brought her a little pre-dinner snack in hopes that that would keep her still. She is making a lot of noise though, so hopefully you can still hear me. Hi! Let's try not to knock the hay off, Izzy, okay? So I have a list of things that you guys were interested in learning about all my horses. So we're going to use that as our guide. Thank you, Izzy. To go through and talk about Izzy. Okay, so this is Izzy. When I started working with her, I had a chance to give her a different barn name than she already had. She started with the name Fergie, and I just wanted to change her name because I'd never named my own horse before, really. So I had a whole long list going, and Izzy was one of those that I just kept circling back to. I seem to like Z's and I's in names, so Izzy kind of seemed to be the one that fit the best. So her registered name is Yo Yumps, which I didn't give her. The person who bred her gave her that name. And I'll write it on the screen too so you can see how it's spelled. But that's her registered name. Her nicknames include things like Busy is, pretty much anything that rhymes with is or Izzy. I've called her that. Sometimes when she's being extra dramatic, she's Miss Priss, and Drama Queen, and all those fun nicknames. I'm sure I've called her several times. So she's 10 years old. She's going to be 10 years old this year. So she was born in 2010. Her birthday's coming up here in May, so she'll be 10 then. She doesn't act like it though. She acts like a younger horse, I think, anyways. She hasn't quite gotten to that totally mature horse stage yet. She's a quarter horse, and she was bred in Montana. That's all there is to say about that. She's a registered quarter horse. So before I had her, before I started working with her, I guess, she was just a young horse hanging out in Montana because she was only like a 3-year-old before I met her. So we've been together a while. So how I got Izzy is I went to school, to college at Montana State University, and I studied equine science there. And there was a colt starting class there, as there are at many universities that do equine science. A lot of them have a colt starting class, so you get a young horse, and you basically spend a year, 2 semesters training them, and learning how to train a horse, basically. So in my colt starting class, my senior year of college, I was given Izzy as my horse for the class. So I worked with her for that first fall semester, and then we give them winter break, and then we come back in the spring and kind of finish them up. And then at the end of that class, there's a sale. So you take all the horses and we go and it's like a live auction, and people bid on the horses. And then whoever's highest bidder goes home with the horse, right? So for that, there's a competition and all sorts of stuff that goes with it too. So it was like a whole weekend event thing. And I had asked my mom to come up and come to the sale just for funsies. And I had it in my mind, and I had told my mom too, like, if you wanted to buy Izzy for me, that would be great. A great graduation present is basically what I said. And that's what ended up happening, is my mom did buy Izzy for me for graduation. So she was my graduation present, which was great because I had worked with her so much already, and it's the first horse I've started and brought up and trained to do everything. So I was really happy to get to continue my story with her. So that's how I got her, and that was in 2014. that we officially bought her. But I met her in September of 2013, I guess it was, by the time we met them, so that's how I got her. So her favorite thing to do while riding is jumping. Jumping is her favorite thing. She is definitely one of those horses that if you go into an arena where there are jumps set up, she gets excited and she thinks that the flat work you have to do to warm up is really dumb and she would rather just go ahead and jump all the jumps. Huh? Yes. So she really likes jumping. I trained her to jump a little bit in colt training class. We just went over a few tiny little jumps just to see if she would. And she did, and I was thrilled. And then throughout my time that I've had her, we've slowly been working up to becoming almost a real jumping horse, huh, Iz? Yeah, so fancy. So, we're going along with that. The highest we've jumped together hasn't been very high yet. I've been focused on getting her good for students, so she's been working as a lesson horse quite a lot, actually. So we haven't been working on jumping very high. She's jumped probably 2 free with me, and then 2 9 free jumping without me. So she's jumped some stuff, and she loves it. Her favorite thing to do when she's not riding is eating, clearly, as you can tell. She likes taking naps in the sun. She likes going out to the pasture with her friends and eating the grass out there and running around and being silly. And then she also likes just hanging out with people. So like, if I come out here and I'm waiting for a student or something, she's always the one who comes over and just chills with me while I'm waiting. She likes scratches and getting, usually you can find a spot where she's like, oh yeah, I'm very itchy. She'll show you where her itches are. She's very good about reaching around and being like, right here is where I'm itchy. Hey, don't knock my water over. Can you keep your stuff over there? So those are some of the things she likes. Some of her dislikes, she doesn't have very many. She doesn't like, she's a little bit wary about people being up in her face a lot. So like when you're putting her bridle on and off, she gets a little offended if you accidentally like put pieces of the bridle by her too close to her eyes or things like that. She doesn't like. No, you don't like this. Oh, another thing she does like, she likes causing trouble with, especially the horses that live next to her, are oldie horses that live on the other side of the fence. Her and Claude kind of have this like sibling rivalry relationship thing where she just stands next to the fence and annoys him, and they squeal, and well, mostly Claude squeals, but she just stands there and just like pokes at him and is like, am I bothering you? Oh, I'm so sorry, bothering you. So she likes to be annoying too. Her favorite treats are probably peppermints, although she'll eat pretty much anything. Yeah, it is peppermints. Oh, I have one in my pocket, I think. And she will, one fun thing about her that I trained her to do is she will smile for a treat. You smile? Good job! Smile! Good job! But she likes her peppermints. She likes horse cookies. She likes apples, carrots. She'll eat pretty much anything. The other thing she likes to do is lick, like this. She'll lick your hand. She'll lick your leg. With your jeans on, she'll lick your boots. She licks the tractor and the pickup truck. She will lick literally anything. So she's kind of like a dog in that respect. So that's something funny about her. She likes to lick, which is good. I'd rather her do that than bite. But it can be kind of, people are confused when she goes to lick them. Some stories, adventures that we've done. The biggest adventure was probably after I graduated from college, was moving her back down here to Colorado. So it's a long drive. Without a horse trailer, it's probably about 10 hours. But with the horse trailer, it took us more like 12 and a half hours. So she had to sit in the trailer for a long time. And she hadn't gone in the trailer very much at all. I mean, she came to go to the school, and then she went in a trailer to go to the sale, and then a trailer to come back home from the sale. But those were all like maybe 30 minutes tops at the most of all those trailer rides. So going from that to a 12.5-hour ride was kind of rough, huh? So on that trailer ride, she broke a hay bag that was there for her enjoyment, and she ripped it down and it was on the ground, and then she didn't have hay for the rest of the ride. She was upset about that, but that's what you get. And then she only drank a little bit on that trailer ride. I offered her every time we stopped a little drink of water, and she wouldn't drink it. I tried putting Kool-Aid in it, or not Kool-Aid, Gatorade in it, and she wouldn't drink that either. So that's our funny stories and adventure. She's also been to summer camp. I work at summer camp most summers, and she came with me the past 2 years to be basically a lesson horse at camp, and she's enjoyed that a lot. She's funny. She acts like she's really tired when you're not riding her, but as soon as you get back on her, she's like, oh, okay, let's go again. So she was pretty good. She kept up her energy really well, being ridden twice a day, jumping once a day for 2 weeks. So, did you like camp? No. She doesn't like living in a stall. That's why she doesn't like camp, really. And then my favorite thing about Izzy is probably definitely her goofy personality. She's always one who, even when I've had like a frustrating ride on her because she's opinionated and I'm opinionated and we butt heads a little bit, even when we've had a bad ride like that, she always finds some way to make me smile and giggle again because she's just goofy. Like, she licks my arm and gives me kisses or begs for treats or does something goofy. So that's probably my favorite thing about her, is just her personality, because she's full of it. Aren't you? Yeah. Did you finish your hay? Are you just gonna stand nice? Oh, that's sweet of you. Alright, well, that was all the questions I had to answer about Izzy. So if you guys have any more questions about Izzy you want me to answer, that is totally fine. I will answer them. You can put them in the comments. I know there's bugs out because it's warm. What the heck? So yeah, you can put more questions in the comments, or you can just watch this and learn as much as you need to know about my buddy Izzy. And she's always been a horse that's always up in your face because she likes attention. She's an attention hawk. Alright, well, we will go ahead and end this here, and we will see you guys next time. We are going to do like a getting to know you video for all the horses. I'll be filming those the rest of this week, but for right now, here's Izzy. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time. Oh, yeah, you made a mess.